Hi, class number 75 today. A very short class, very fast class in many ways, and also very intense. One of the main aspects of this class is the depth, the circulatory depth of the shoulder work we'll be using. So if your shoulders tend to be more sensitive, just be very kind, extremely mindful and conservative in order for you to be able to stimulate for all this amount of time without creating any risk, without creating or triggering any defensive mechanism inside of your system, okay? So make it sustainable. We will use just two shoulder positions, but one of them will be with us for a very long period of time. That is one point. The second point in this class is the fact that if you have the energy, the willingness, the time, you could repeat this class again in the same day. So instead of stopping, pausing the video, extending the amount of time, don't do any of that. Just take the whole class and then do it again exactly as it is. This is a class that matches very well that idea of practicing it twice. As you know, you will not be repeating anything at all. You will be improving, evolving, and developing more understanding and more connection. So we can use the word repeat the class. We can say it like that, but actually there's no repetition going on. So have that as an option, okay? But if you feel that even being so short, this class is enough, then enough is enough. And just be sure that you did a very good practice, and that is perfect for one day. So let's lie on our back with legs up at the wall. Again, we are using a slightly bigger distance between our pelvises and the wall. So lie on your back, have your legs up. As soon as you lie on your back, while your torso is adapting to the floor, immediately have your legs together. And then immediately press your legs together a little bit. I know shapes and formats are not always, they don't always allow you to have them touching, but that's your intention. You are doing the best you can, but you have to feel that you're creating some tone. And depending on the amount of time we stay here, eventually you will feel the exhaustion that comes from this simple action. Then, keeping that contact and that pressure, find the proper position to your hands and arms. Have some shoulder sensation, but not pain. And if you can, without struggle, have your hands clasped. Remember, we will try to keep our hands and arms in this position for quite a while. So you gotta make it highly sustainable, being very conservative with your approach from the very beginning. As soon as we are here, pressing legs together, we turn the head to the right. And as we monitor our ability to keep the pressure between legs, as well as all the other perceptions, we also work on our capacity to be here, being absolutely restful. So be restful. And slowly turning your head back to the center. If your neck is more rigid, stay here for a little longer. If it's all fine, just turn to the left. Adapt, feel, be restful. And turn your head back to the center. Now, to many of you, the pressure between legs is becoming exhausting. That is exactly the work here. You gotta keep going with that, and that is your priority one. If you need to release your arms, do it and take a long break. Don't come back immediately. Just try to do that in the most neutral possible way. Don't stimulate, don't stretch, don't erase the sensations. If you can stay here, be sure your approach is appropriate. And then as you press your legs and keep that pressure as your priority, flex both of your ankles. And with them flexed, refine the pressure between legs. Remember, the work here has nothing to do with calf stretch. It's pure ankle work and feet work. Then, keeping your knees straight or as straight as possible, keeping your ankle flexion very deep, and keeping the pressure between your legs. Feel the way your pelvis touches the floor, and move the right heel away from the wall, just enough for you to feel that you're challenging your ability to feel your pelvis and to be moving only from the hip joint, not from the whole pelvic structure. Even if you have the mobility, your leg is not coming all the way up to 90 degree with the floor or parallel to the wall. It's a lot less than that. And then keep refining your capacity to fold your ankles. Very, very, very slowly back to the wall. With the same level of precision, move the left heel away from the wall as well. Just a few inches. And back to the wall. Increase the ankle flexion strongly. And don't take a break. Reverse the action, making a fist shape with both of your feet. Now make the most intense fist shape you can. Keep your knees straight. Keep the pressure between your legs as your main priority. And make the fist shape sustainable. Be sure you are diminishing from all your toes, from your arches, and from your ankles. Then, move the right heel away from the wall exactly in the same way, being aware of your pelvis and not moving it. Feet. Remember, they are your priority here. The intensity. Move the right heel back to the wall and the left heel away from the wall. back to the wall, and now extremely intense fist shape with both as you press your legs together once again. Strong work. And reverse. Reversing and pressing legs together. Close your eyes and stay here. If necessary, release your hands. Now make it intense as well with your ankles. Very intense. Keep it and release hands and arms. Release your ankles. Allow your feet to separate. Close your eyes and take a break here, allowing gravity to work for you even more. Very slowly. Bend your knees, place your feet at the wall, and then place your feet on the floor. We'll be scooting back, having our head ideally on the floor. Exactly as we did in the previous class, I'd like you to have your heels on the floor and at the wall at the same time. Then, having the skin of your upper body, upper back, on the floor and using that contact to hold you, I'd like you to press your knees down, having them fitting under pressure and creating this wave of postural changes. Once you find the proper position, if it loosen up a little bit, just do it again. Then, without releasing this skin in these changes, move your arms over the head, placing your hands under or over the bolster, and extend your elbows. As soon as you extend them, have your hands side by side, closer to the center line, and then close your eyes. Your priority is to have both heels pressing against the wall and both legs pressing together. The third priority is to press both legs against the floor. So the leg work here has to be intense. On top of that, you extend your elbows. Allow the pose to work. The body to adapt, the breath to change, adapting to the pose as well. Heels pressing, legs pressing together, legs pressing down. Now, increase the pressure between your right heel and the wall and extend your right arm more. Press your left heel against the wall and extend your left arm more. Press both heels against the wall, both legs together, both legs down, and extend both arms. and release everything. Allowing your feet to separate and melting down the arm position. Bend your knees, have your feet on the floor, roll to one side. Take a little break on your side. Just give yourself time, otherwise you might get a little dizzy as we stand up. We're standing up to the next part of this class. After standing up, take a few steps, move around, grab your pillow, and then place your pillow on the floor, kind of 1 foot away from the wall. Very spacious position. Facing the wall, place your left foot on your pillow, accommodate your left arch, and then place the left heel on the floor. The foot is perpendicular to the wall, and then you move forward with the right foot. Some of you will feel that this is the limit, some of you will have more availability, and then the right foot will move more forward. They will be eventually at the maximum side by side. Okay? At this point, just move the weight a little bit and have both feet or both heels supporting the same amount of weight. Then drop your tailbone, move your lower abdomen in and up, grow a longer spine, touch the wall, have your hands at the wall, and using your ankles only, slide your hands up, leaning towards the wall, but never touching the wall with your forehead. So this angle, this inclination that triggers structures inside of us, this is the main work. So this is not about the calf stretch. This is not about the right foot going closer and closer to the wall. This is about the structure that will be gently triggered to allow you being here with this angle of inclination. Tailbone down, lower abdomen in and up, grow a longer spine, stretch the skin on both sides. Allow this position to work for you. At the same time, the structure of your left foot and both ankles are adapting to this new situation. Muscles will have to support the spine. So we are, in a very good, nice, productive way, stressing out structural muscles in order to teach them how to be more effective in giving support to our spine. Not here, but in life. And if your shoulders are sensitive, you can have your hands slightly lower. You can stand out to the sides, so you don't have to impose too much pressure. After stimulating, extending, using all these structures, slowly come back. And just switch sides. Right foot on your pillow, right heel on the floor, left foot kind of on the side. Feet will be hip width apart. And slide your hands, stretch the skin, drop the tailbone, lift up the lower abdomen. Even the head doesn't hang. Everything is in balance. And release. Then switch sides again. Placing the left foot in the same position and the right foot in the exact same position. Slide your hands in the same way. Move your tailbone down, lower abdomen in. Left foot is on your pillow. Right hand comes to the center. Left hand comes over the right. Just a little shift in the dynamics. And release. Switch sides. Right foot. Left foot. Climb up. And then left hand comes to the center, right over the left. Allow the pose to work. Tailbone down, lower abdomen in and up. Grow a longer spine. And release. After finishing, let's go back to the floor. Same distance between your pelvis and the wall as it was at the very beginning. Legs up once again. And as soon as you have your legs up, this time with your feet being separate and relaxed, find the position to have your arms. At this moment, a lot less intensity in the shoulder area or shoulder girdle. And as soon as you adapt to the floor, rotate your head to the right with a little extra depth. And be restful once more. Turn your head back to the center. Just a tiny break between sides and rotate to the left. And turn your head back to the center. And here, at any moment, if necessary, just release your hands and arms in a very neutral way, in a very calming way. And then today, instead of being just restful or just aware of your inner silence, I'd like you to go beyond that, extending the amount of time you spend in this position. And even if you come back from your restful state, I'd like you to remain here for as long as possible, trying to feel the cold feet and the tingling sensation, trying to be here long enough to experience gravity acting on your blood flow and circulation and impacting it in a positive way. Namaste.